Yesterday I made a video about how my code was taking a long time to run and my computer kept crashing, and somebody recommended that I do it all by hand, which is obviously a joke, but I wanted to show you what I was doing so you can tell just how much of a joke that is. I'm a computational astrophysicist, which means I study the universe using simulations. Simulations are fun because they allow us to experiment with what's going on. When we look up into the night sky, we can see certain things, but we don't always understand why they look the way they do. With simulations, we can change what's going on in the underlying physics. I'm particularly interested in modifying black hole behavior, and then see what that would actually look like if we observed the simulation with a telescope. If it looks like what we see in the actual universe, that could be a sign that we're on the right track. The simulations I use are huge. They're hundreds of millions of light years across, containing thousands of galaxies. And let me show you what the output of these simulations actually looks like. These simulations track a lot of different things, and they're represented by these different types of particles. So there's gas, dark matter, stars, and black holes. I'm mostly interested in what's coming from the gas, so we can go look at all the information we have, which includes masses, densities, positions, abundances. With all this information, I can model what a galaxy in my simulation might look like if we observed it with, say, a specific X-ray telescope. But getting from this to this is pretty tricky. The first thing you might notice is that there are 129 million particles in my simulation output. For each of these particles, we have to calculate how much X-ray light it would produce, and then we need to actually map it to its physical location, put in information about the sensitivity of the telescope, put in sky backgrounds and foregrounds, put in noise from the telescope's instruments, and all of that is just one step in the analysis phase. I didn't even talk about what it takes to run these simulations in the first place. They take weeks on supercomputers because there's so much they have to model at once. You will not be catching me doing any of this by hand anytime soon.